more of a pure point guard.
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Irving's got 5.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
There's the lob to the hoop, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Williams against Irving. Williams attacking. Nobody near Parsons. Thompson with the rebound.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's Williams. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. There's the screen. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas. He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
Now here's Love. Thompson dishes to Love. Pachulia with the steal. Matthews against Smith. And here's Matthews. It's stolen by Smith. That's tipped. Here's Love. The 3. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Love. That's 7 points for Smith.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Nobody near Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Parsons passes to Williams. Looking to end the run. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler, because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 7. James. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. James has got his first basket.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Here's Williams. And Matthews now, top of the key. Here's Nowitzki. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nowitzki's got his second bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Now Williams following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. On its way from Parsons for two. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For three, Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
It's Williams with the drive. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
With the pass.
Mavericks trail by 14. Teardrop shot. They double him with James. Here's Parsons. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on it.
And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Williams attacking. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I've enjoyed. I like the movement and communication there.
There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report.
I think you'd have to say that preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback.
With the pass.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 roaming the paint. And that one's good. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Barea dishes to Nowitzki. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Nowitzki kicks to Felton. Here's Barea from deep. And Raymond Felton the bucket on the assist by Barea. Felton has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly, leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Nowitzki. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. The Mavericks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. James outside. To the right side. Cleveland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Love with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Barea with it. He's picked up by Irving. There's the screen. To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Barea kicks to Parsons. And he dunks it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
James, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Felton kicks to Barea. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
Irving for 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Barea, and it's sent back by Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. There's 1:17 left in the first half. And stolen by LeBron. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Ahead. Passes to Powell. Left side Parsons. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. 5 points in the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Here's Barea. The second chance effort, and the rejection by Love. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession.
Wesley Matthews, Darren Williams.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Back to Parsons. And stolen by James. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Outside Williams. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 22 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing? And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundion. Is that right? Reboundion? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Mavericks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Irving against Williams. Pass to Nowitzki. Parsons outside. Back to Nowitzki. 6 on the shot clock. Nowitzki with the screen on Irving. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Parsons gets it to go.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Irving for 3. Count the bucket. Irving's got 28.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
There's a check in for Dallas.
Spacing.
Devin Harris.
Here's Harris. Outside Williams. Nowitzki inside. Working on Love. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Nowitzki.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Harris misses.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. Took it the length and buries the three. Smith's got 23 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Williams passes to Nowitzki. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And things just didn't really work out with Rondo here with the Mavs. Missed a lot of games and at times clashed with that coaching staff.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Williams. Here's Mejri, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
You know, they said it was the injury, but you have to suspect the Mavs just shut him down in the playoffs. They took a big swing and missed with Rondo in acquiring him, but I think you have to give him credit for at least taking the risk.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's Irving. Good work defensively by Nowitzki.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Mavericks making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. There's the pick. It's Matthews on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Williams against Irving to the paint. Anderson kicks to Matthews. From the wing, and another basket for Dallas. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Williams against Irving. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Chandler Parsons, who's checked in for Dallas.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Anderson That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Cleveland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. There's the feed to Irving. Out to the wing. Love outside. 6 to shoot. LeBron outside. It could go, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Irving. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Dallas shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. They set the pick. Down low. Anderson dishes to Pachulia. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Talking about Zaza's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Zaza. He even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Harris against Irving to the middle. Pachulia, good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
On its way from Irving for 2, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
It's taken away by Smith. Launches a 3, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. Irving's got 44. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And there's the pass to James. For the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Stolen by Thompson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Irving's got 50 points.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Fires for 3, and it's LeBron James with the 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Cavaliers timeout.
timeout called Cleveland.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a...
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post, rotate over, and make your presence felt. They're being too soft.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Mavs were solid on the road last year with a record of 23-18 away from Dallas Clark. Good for 5th most road wins in the West.
And, Kevin, that's what you'd expect from a veteran team like the Mavs. I mean, throughout the roster, this team has guys that understand what it takes to win on the road.
And, guys, the Mavs did have a good record on the road last year. Most of it came at the expense of the Eastern Conference. Only 10 of their 23 road wins came against teams in the West.
Here's Powell, covered by LeBron. LeBron grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. You know, it's funny, back to the Mavs on the road last season, they were much better defensively on the road than they were at home, and that's typically not the case. It's usually flipped, better at home on D than on the road.
Got a piece of it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. That's good. Irving's got 55.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Harris passes to Felton. Down low, shot to stop the run, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Harris outside. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Irving leading the charge.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
And the basket by Harris.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Smith outside. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Irving from the arc. And he gets it to go.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Irving. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Anderson kicks to Felton. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for him.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul, and that'll be his third foul so far. J.J. Barea is checked in for Raymond Felton.
J.J. Barea.
Barea dishes to Harris. Now here's Barea. He's covered by Irving. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And it's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Fade away. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of three players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
Kyrie, who?
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny